everybody. Welcome to the Sister to Sister Connection talk show. My name is Leticia Campbell. I'm one of the co-hosts here for the Sister to Sister Connection community and the show. My amazing co-host, Miss Twonta Davis Jones. She may be stopping by a little bit later. I know she has some family things to do today. So as you guys are rolling on in the room, please do me a favor and say something in the chat. I want to make sure that our chat is working. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me, you guys can see me, because we're going to have a great show on tonight. Also, real quick announcement. Every time we do our Sister to Sister Connection talk show, we also do something called the afterglow. And what the afterglow is that after every live show that we do, like this show right now, we actually hop on to a private, session. We don't record it, where you guys are all welcome to come on and join us. We have more conversations about the topic for tonight, and we basically talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. So it's an amazing opportunity for you guys to come on and fellowship and network with other people, and we definitely have a lot of fun, okay? So you definitely want to make sure that you tune in after tonight's show. And I'm just sharing this live out on my page to make sure that people know that we're live. But if you want to hang out with us after the show, all of you guys are more than welcome to do that. So again, let's do a quick comment check. If for those of you who are watching live right now, if you see that live button on the top, definitely type in hashtag live. For my replay viewers, honey, let me give y'all a little bit of a shout out, because we love our replay viewers. If you're watching the replay right now, type hashtag replay. Okay. We also have an amazing community called the Sister to Sister Connection Tribe, which is also free for all of you to join. All you have to do is go to bit.ly/Sister to Sister Connection to go ahead and join us inside of our tribe. For those of you who are interested in becoming a guest on our show, just send us an email at sistertosisterconnection@gmail.com. We would love to have you on as a guest to include you into our roundtable conversations. We meet here every single week. Okay, we're actually in season 10 right now, but we meet here every single week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will love, hey, Diane, how are you? I see you over there, sis. Hey, LaShawn, the Dawn, thank you for hopping on. We would love for you guys to join us every single week, because we talk about a lot of hard-hitting topics that's based around stability, because it's really important for you to be stable, right? What does stable mean? Let's talk about that for a second. What does stable mean to you? I want y'all to answer that in the chat for me, because stable means something different to everybody. I'm going to actually pull up the dictionary term of what stable means, right? Yeah, what does it mean to have, what is stability? Maybe it's not, what does stability mean to you? What does the word, those of you who are watching live right now, even if you're tuning on the replay, what does the word of stability, what does the word stability mean to you? Okay, please share that in the chat right now. Okay, please share that in the chat right now. Okay. Okay. All right. So as I pull up what the meaning of stability, because that's one of our taglines for our Sister to Sister Connection show. Stability, the dictionary term of stability means the state of being stable. Okay. Now, what does stable mean then? Stable means not likely to give way, to give way or overturn. That means you're firmly fixed. Somebody type in the word firm. You're firmly fixed. You're firmly fixed on the decisions that you make. You firmly fixed on your commitment. You're firmly fixed on your goals. Because I'm the type of woman, I'm always firmly fixed on my goals. Okay. Therese will tell you, a lot of you who are on here who are my clients, y'all know that about me very well. When I set a goal, I get firmly fixed on it. Okay. When I make a decision, I get firmly fixed on that decision. And it's so important, especially in life. Thank you, LaShawn. And in business, you got to get firm on something. Okay. You got to get firm on something that you know that you're not going to overturn on. So if you're like wishy-washy here and there, you got to ask yourself, is what you're doing right now is something that you're supposed to be doing? Now, we haven't gotten into today's topic at all yet. I'm just talking about what we're discussing on tonight's show. So part of our slogan, our mantra, is we talk a lot about topics that based on getting you guys to have more stability, right? Spirituality as well. Becoming a very spiritual person, I think, is so important because everything is all a credit to God. And if we always walk our lives in faith, okay, we always let God know that we know, God, you have everything taken care of. You would never put more on us than what we can bear. Amen. And then sisterhood. Okay, I talked about this yesterday on my show. Is you have to get around more women that are faith driven. Okay, more sisters that have that faith mindset. Because if you're around a lot of doubters, naysayers, I can't do this, I don't know how to do this, oh, this won't happen, guess what's going to happen in your life? So just like Diane or LaShawn just said, firm. You got to be firm in your decisions. And we're all about spreading topics that help you guys better your spirituality and also bring y'all together. This is why we do the afterglow, to bring y'all together after the show. So that way you can know that you got some sisters over here. I know we all far away. My girl Diane lives in Florida. My girl LaShawn lives in Maryland. But honey, we are virtual sisters, right? Don't y'all see me as your virtual sister? I hope you do. Okay, you may get mad at me sometimes. You may feel like I'm too hard on you sometimes. You may feel like, oh my God, here she go again in my inbox with another opportunity. But I'm still your sister. And I think if you're around people like myself and what have you, you're always going to be on your toes. You're always going to be like, okay, what's next? What's the next thing? Right? If you're around somebody and they do the same thing every year, the same way, there's no change, there's no elevation, there's no anything. You got to find another group of sisters. Okay? So let's get into tonight's topic, ladies. For those of you who just on, you are watching the Sister to Sister Connection talk show. If you haven't already done so, please make sure that you are sharing out this broadcast. Never come here alone. If you have somebody, text somebody right now, the link, tag someone on here, get your sister friends in here to hear this information because we have an amazing topic. Yes, LaShawn just said, yes, my virtual sis. You're my virtual sis. Yes. We have an amazing topic to talk about tonight. Yeah, so tonight's topic is about protect your investment. Protect your investments, okay? And real quick, pause for the cause. Rest in peace to Tina Turner. I literally just found out probably about maybe half hour to 45 minutes ago that the Queen has rested. And I grew up listening to Tina Turner. Okay. I watched What Love Got to Do with It. I watched practically all the movies that she's been in. Tina Turner was always somebody who was constantly being played in my household. Okay. So I'm in that generation where it was like the highlight of her career. And yeah, rest in peace, y'all. And I think this should just be a celebration. This really should just be a celebration, even though it's a sad moment. She has lived an amazing life, has conquered through, y'all know what she has conquered through, but she has conquered through all trials and tribulations and kept going and found love and kept going again. So huge rest in power, Miss Tina Turner, because we all love you. We'll never forget you. So protect your investments. Right? Protect your investments. Now, when we talk about investments, we're not talking about just money, right? We're not talking about just money. I think before you actually create some, give out, investments as far as money, you also got to protect your internal investments and the investments of the individuals around you. So we're going to bring up the first point tonight. And again, for those of you who are watching, this is the Sister to Sister Connection talk show. We do this show every single Wednesday. Twonta and I. Twonta actually had something to do today. So y'all got me, honey. So we do this show every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So the first investment that you should protect is family. Okay. It's family. How many of you guys have, you have family, right? You have a mom, dad, you have sister, brother, a husband, what have you. And you have people in your life that really hold near and dear to you. And you got to protect those relationships. You know what I'm saying? You got to really put time and energy and effort to the relationship. Now, I'm not talking to those of you who have some family members that may be toxic. I definitely don't agree. If you have a family member that is toxic, it's not great for your mental state to constantly be around them. I mean, if they're toxic and they're not willing to change, they're just like who they are. How many of you guys have family members? Type in one real quick. Type in one. I'm going to get some audience participation tonight. But type in the number one if you have some family members that may be toxic. You know what I mean? And they're just not going to change. Okay. And it just is what it is. Either their way or the highway. I mean, we all have it. We all have people like that. What I'm talking about to you ladies is the family members that you pour into, and they also pour into you as well. I think it's very important that thank you, LaShawn, for your transparency. I think it's very important that we put time, energy, and effort. Thank you, Diane, to invest in those relationships, that we know that are positive, even when we're going through hardships as far as disagreements and things like that. And, you know, go from there. Even when it comes to your marriage, right? Like, I've been married, my husband and I have been together for over 20 plus years. Okay. And I know one of the things that's true and true. A lot of people, when I tell them my like meaning of marriage, or if somebody was to ask me who was just getting married, they were, and this happened to me last year when one of our friends were getting married last year. They asked me, like, what's the secret? What's the key? First of all, I don't think there is a secret to a successful marriage. What I do believe, though, if you're going to have a successful marriage, you have to be more in love with the institution of marriage than you do the person that you marry. Now, what does that mean? Okay. When I look at marriage, I think of God. You know what I mean? I think of what God has designed marriage to be. Okay. It's almost like when God said, in the Bible, it talks about how Jesus had to love the church. You know what I mean? In order for him to love the people. So for me, as in my strong belief in God and belief in what God has written out marriage to be, I am more in love with that than I'm in love with my partner. The reason why I do that is because no matter what you go through in your marriage, you're going to stay in it. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about abuse, like, physical abuse and all that stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like trials and tribulations, like, hey, if your partner lost their job, or hey, if your partner is going through a midlife crisis, you know what I'm saying? Or many, many different things, health issues. I mean, all types of things come up in marriage. To where I feel like if the couple had more of a biblical standpoint on the relationship, they probably would have continued to give it another chance. But that's just my thoughts and my opinions. It's okay if you guys disagree, and it's even better if you guys agree with it. But even with that, ladies, with a marriage, a relationship, okay, a friendship, a sister, brother, mom, daughter thing, if it's a positive or worth type of relationship, you definitely want to invest your time in it as well. Okay. So let's go to number two. Tonight's topic is about how to protect your investments. Okay. And the second type of investment that you should protect is your future. Okay. Sometimes it's not good to tell everybody what you're doing. Okay. Joyce Meyer actually uploaded a video on her YouTube channel about that. I'm going to go watch it because I got a notification today. But it's not good to tell everybody what you're doing. Somebody give me an amen on that. Sometimes you got to tell people, God will give you people in your life that you can tell what your goals are. Like your business goals, okay, your personal goals. I have clients that tell me what their goals are, but they don't tell their husband, they don't tell their mom and daddy, sister, brother, nobody. People that have known for years, way longer than they know me. But they tell me what their goals are and where they see themselves in the future, because they know that I'm not going to be that person that's going to say, girl, you can't do that. If you're a client of mine, if you ever came to me with an idea and I said you can't do that, have I ever done that? Yes or no? Every idea that y'all come to me and tell me that this is what I want to do, this is the new path I want to take, I said, girl, you got this, and let's focus on how you're going to get there. Thank you, Diane. So again, you got to protect your future. You can't tell everybody your business, or what you want to tell trusted people only, but you can't tell everybody your business. You can't tell everybody what your next moves is going to be. Okay. Because you don't know. Some people could be cheering for you, but really on the back end, they're praying for your demise. They're praying that, the minute you mess up, they want to be right there, letting you know, hey, you should stop, you should quit, you shouldn't do this no more. This ain't going to work out. You know what I'm saying, ladies? So again, protect your future, invest in your future. I was telling my clients this early today. It takes money to make money. Somebody please put that in the chat right now. That is so true. It takes money to make money. You can't build a successful future, especially in your business, if your hand is like this. It just won't happen. It's impossible. You're not feeding the well. You're not feeding the future. You're not feeding the dream. You're not feeding the destination. You're not investing in your future. Okay? So make that investment in your future, even when you're not seeing others do it. Right? Even when you're not seeing other people do it. Because a lot of us are not built to follow the crowd. A lot of us don't want to do the free 99 ride all the way through. Because sometimes you get what you pay for. When you didn't pay for it, guess what you're going to get? Nothing, or not anything consistent. I remember when I hired my very first mentor, one of my very first mentors, I said, I want you one-on-one. Okay. I said, I don't want to be in no group coaching class. I don't want to be sitting up here on no Zoom with 100 other people. I just want to work with you. I don't care if it's once a month. I don't care if it's every other month. As long as I get you, and I'm willing to make that investment for that elevated level of coaching. So one of the things I had to do in my personal business just recently, even though I have signature products, even though I have high-end products, I wasn't offering them to the public. But I said, if I want to get to where I need to get to, right, by 2033, I got to elevate what I'm offering. I got to pivot. Hashtag pivot to win. You're going to see that on my post. LaShawn said, the Bible says, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. I'm going to read that again. The Bible says, don't let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Amen. That is true. You don't need that. Sometimes I get so excited about something. Keep that comment, keep Diane's comment up, trees. Sometimes I get so excited about something. No, Diane's, I'm sorry. I get so excited about something, right? And I just want to tell everybody. But then I'd be like, whoa, let me stop now. I gotta tell myself to pipe it down. Let me, let this iron out and do what it do. Because our excitement may end up making us say something at a time where we're not supposed to say it just yet. It's some things that you're thinking and dreaming are not meant to be revealed just yet to everybody. It may just be only meant to be revealed to certain people. Okay? Diane said it takes money to make money. That's right. My father used to tell me that as a young girl. It takes money to make money. My father had his own business, and I knew early on the power of, investing. LaShawn said, that's right. It takes money to make money. You guys, if you haven't shared this out, make sure that you share this out. Okay. So invest in your future, ladies. Invest in your future. Even if you lose money, guess what? You learned something from that situation. I've never ever smacked God in his face and said, God, I spent $20,000 over here and I didn't see anything. He's really saying you spent that because I needed you to get over there so you can learn something. I needed you to go over there and make that investment so you can learn what I needed you to learn. No one told you to stay over there, though. Right? I need you to get over there so you can learn what you need to learn. That's going to take you to know more about this next level that I'm going to go. And somebody out there knows exactly what I'm talking about. So let's get into number 3, y'all. Let's get into number 3. Again, tonight's topic is about how to protect your investment. For those of you who just logged on, this is your first time watching. My name is Leticia Campbell. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Sister to Sister Connection Talk Show. I also do this show with my girl, Miss Twonta Davis-Jones, who probably won't be on tonight, y'all, because she got something to do. But I know she's here in spirit, y'all. She may hop on a little bit later. And we also have our Afterglow. So right after the show, tonight's show, you guys are going to join us on the Afterglow. Teresa's been popping the link here. Our show producer has been popping the link here in the chat. We have a new link, okay, for you guys to join us for the Afterglow. So if you're coming to the Afterglow, okay, type in number 2 in the chat right now if you're going to be joining us after the show, okay? So number 3 is invest, protect your investment when it comes to your time. I think your time is important. I think your time is precious. I think your time is valuable, but you also got to protect that. You got to know, thank you, LaShawn, you got to know what to invest your time in and what not to invest your time in. There's certain, I always get opportunities every day from people in my inbox. right? And some of those opportunities are really good. But if God didn't call me to take advantage of the opportunity now, doesn't mean I ain't going to do it. I'm just going to put a pin on it and say, okay, maybe in 6 months or maybe in 12 months, I'll swing right back to that person and say, hey, I'm ready to move forward. Not every opportunity that we get is good. Not every customer or client that we get is good. Not all money is good money, because it's really about our time. And even going back to now that my brand is pivoting to offering more high performing courses, that alone is going to allow me to work with people who are who are worth my time. I mean, all my clients are worth my time. What I'm saying is sometimes as your business elevates, even your life elevates, sometimes you got to bring in an elevated level of individuals, right? So that way, the current crowd that you currently have, the current clientele or customer base that you currently have, has also elevated. You bring everybody with you. All of my clients I have now, I'm bringing them up with me. Don't feel like, oh my God, my mentor is raising her prices. She's doing this and that. She's doing it for you. Are you crazy? Oh my God, my mentor is doing this. She's doing events. She's doing this. She's doing that. She's doing it for you. You should always celebrate every Black woman out there that's stepping up her game, because she's doing it for you. Okay? That's so important. So again, protect your time, invest in your time, ladies. Because if you don't spend no time on nothing, it ain't gonna grow. Okay, so let's get into number 4, guys. Let's get number 4. Again, if you're not already a part of our tribe, go to bit.ly/sister to sister connection. You're going to be able to go join our free Facebook group community. It's a lot of fun. You definitely want to get in there. Number 4 is money. Okay, money. Now, when we talk about protect your money, we ain't telling you to put your money up under your pillow and don't buy anything. I know a lot of people are saying on the news there's going to be another recession, but can I share with y'all my opinion on that? Because y'all know I think so as outside the box. Type in yes if y'all want to hear my thoughts. My little 2 cents. Okay, my little bitty 2 cents. If y'all want to hear it, type in yes in the chat. Because as I was watching the news this morning, they were talking about we may step into another recession. The prices are still they're going down, but eventually they're going to go up again, and all these other things. I'm sitting there, I just feel like God just gave me like dropped a message on me, and let me wait to see who wants to hear it. What I'm thinking. I've been holding on to this for days. You know what I mean? And as I listen to the news more and more each day, because my husband likes to watch the news. I'm not really a news watcher, but he always has the news on in the morning. So since, I'm in the room, I watch it too. Oh my God! This was coming! Girl, we was out and holding it down. How you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. Just getting out of my meeting.
Oh,
yes.
Hey, yes. Everybody say welcome to Miss Minister Twonta, honey. Miss Minister Jones, baby. She is here. She is into the building. Honey. She has reverse barked up in. She's like, wait a minute. Let me get in the building over here. Yeah. So before I share what I was going to dive into and talk about money, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was diving into talking about, how in the news they talking about, there's a recession coming and all this other stuff. And I was sort of about to give everyone my thoughts on that and what that really means and what God is really trying to tell us. But I would love for you to share, because you guys know Twonta comes up with all of our amazing topics every show. And now that we're talking about money, what are your thoughts on as it pertains to everyone who's watching on protecting their money, protecting their investments?
Well, as far as with the money situation, I think we all need to go back to school to learn what the value of a dollar means.
That's right.
We to really get a better understanding of that.
Right.
Because we lack the knowledge of money.
Right.
It's like we all know that we need the money to take care of those immediate issues or, situations that's going on in our lives.
Right.
But we also need to be aware that that money is also meant to be put in for the future.
Right. Absolutely.
That money is to be stored away. That extra that you've been receiving, don't just waste it because you can.
Right.
Start thinking about your kids, your grandkids, your great grandkids, because that's what that money is for,
Right.
you to help them, whether you know uh, put that money for them to use when they go to college, or you
Mhm.
use that money to create a foundation or some type of program or something to help them do better or be better or what have you.
Right.
We don't money has changed in so many different ways now, y'all, and I think we definitely need to start re-educating ourselves about the value of a dollar. And I'm pretty
Right.
sure some of us know some financial advisors that could
Hmm.
truly be a great blessing to us by giving us that free 99 information, or
That's right.
actually, and if you, yeah, invest in them, because they're not
Right.
going to steer you wrong. They really will want to help you to really start thinking about the future, especially when what we endured during the pandemic.
That's
You
right.
know, you don't know what the future is going to hold in the next 2 3 years
No.
from now.
Very
So,
true.
and now jobs are just all over the place. Jobs are scarce now. It's more scarce than ever before now.
Right.
The
Right.
jobs that we have, we can't get comfortable with it. We're not getting paid like we ought to get paid. um,
Hmm.
it's not promised. These jobs are not loyal. They're not
Right.
promised to you. So we definitely need to start doing a better job in teaching, we're educating ourselves, and not
Right. Amen.
leaning on our own understanding, but literally go and get that counsel, get
Exactly.
that
Get it.
financial advisor that knows about the dollar. Learn about what's the thing? It's right on the tip of my tongue, y'all. But
Bitcoin, the stock
yeah,
market,
all of
blockchain,
that.
all those things that people
Exactly.
think like, oh no, that's the mark of the devil. Like somebody said that to me one time. I'm like, what?
Really.
It's like I'm like, wait a minute. But I'm
Whatever.
glad you mentioned getting consultation on that because you
Yeah.
know I feel like now we're stepping into the relationship where we have to build a better relationship with money. You know what I'm saying? We have to sort of, right, Therese? We have to sort of now. I mean, I know for me, my parents didn't have conversations about money until they didn't have money. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
didn't get that one-on-one early on knowledge. But we got to change our relationship with money now. Again, now we have to stop spending trying to build a status.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? A
Yeah.
lot of people were spending before COVID and even starting to spend now to have a status. Oh, I got a Louis Vuitton bag, so I look rich, or I got a Range Rover, so I can look important. None of those
Hmm.
things matter.
Hmm.
Okay. You
Hmm.
get you get a car, it's four wheels. Okay. It gets you from A to Z. You don't have to be all luxurized or things like that, or you living outside your means.
Right.
So when you're really focusing on I'm gonna spend and make my money more of a bridge, not a burden. Because when you buy that, when you take out a lease or a car note on that Range Rover, it's a lot of money right now.
Ooh, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
paying like I saw some ad on TV, $800 a month just for the note. Now I know here in New
Wow.
York, if it's $800 for the note, it's going to be about 400 for the insurance because they you have to get full coverage. You can't get just what liability. You got to get full coverage.
Wow.
That's almost like almost an apartment.
Yeah.
It's over $1,000 right there.
That's
But
a
people
luxury
did
car
it because they
payment.
want what the status. But now I'm like, no,
Yeah.
none of that matters. You make your money a bridge, not a burden. I would rather invest in a business
Hmm.
then say, well, I want a pair of red bottoms or Versace
Yeah.
shoes or something like that. And I think Versace stuff is pretty. No shades of Versace or Gucci. Y'all got some nice stuff. But if I'm going to
Hmm.
the store and I see a $300 price tag on a sweat, I'm like, oh no, girl.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Get somebody else to do it.
Mm-mm. Yep.
I'm not doing it. It's just my mind just says why. You know what I mean? But
Right.
I get it. A lot of people want it because they want that status or what have you. So I love that you mentioned that
Oh
about getting
yeah,
the
and I
counsel.
mean, and you know what, y'all, with money again, think about it. I know Letitia probably had talked about it when it came
Uh-huh.
to the points of family in the future, and
Yeah,
those
family.
things. When family gets together after someone passes away, 9 times out of ten, they're there because of the fact that what did that our family member leave behind as far as the dollars. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yep.
And nine
Yep.
times out of 10, when you get that response, it's not what you thought it was going to be. And then it's this major fight back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because you depended on that uncle or that mom or that brother or whoever, that they were going to reward you or bless you with something, whether it's the house, whether it's their company, whether it's whatever, and find out that they only going to gift you this amount or they're going to give you this little bit, and then you like, where's the money? you know that kind of thing. Please don't do that. You need to start learning how to build your financial empire yourself and not depend on family members to bail you out. you know if you don't even know how, especially if you don't even have the discipline of how to budget, how to you take that money and reinvest it, if that makes sense, you know what I mean. And we see that all the time. We see the fights, we see the arguments and all those things, especially when it comes to celebrities that passed away or what have you. Some celebrities don't even leave a will, believe it or not. And Letitia and I, we were just talking about that in our meeting. Like Prince, he didn't leave a will. Aretha Franklin, she didn't leave a will. And it's surprising. A lot of people was really like, what? And they've been doing this for such a long, long time. You would think that they would had all their pennies and their nickels all stacked up together, but no, they didn't do it. Now, whatever, for whatever reason why they didn't, we don't know. I don't know if they chose not to do it that way or they just didn't think that it was going to be like immediate, that they was going to leave this earth that fast, or we don't really know why. But I was telling her, Letitia, I was saying, like, I don't know, maybe Aretha, since she's been doing this for a long time, she has seen other celebrities who passed away, how their family act up when it comes to that reading of the will and testament. You know what I'm saying? And when they hear what that loved one left behind, or lack thereof, there's a big squabble over there. So I guess Aretha probably had thought, like, I'm not leaving anybody nothing. Because I know my family. I know how they act. I know how they can be, right? So maybe she did that for, who knows? We never know. But for you, if think about your kids, think about your babies, your grandchildren. I think it's just so important for us to leave something behind for our extended family members to have, that they don't have to worry about trying to buy or rent or what have you. It's in the family. I was telling Letitia myself the same thing about my family. Well, we have two houses in the family, and it's paid for. My grandfather's house that my mother and her siblings was born and raised in, that house still exists to this day because my aunt lives there. And my other aunt that passed away 2 years ago, her house is paid for, so her adult kids own that house. So that's legacy right there. That is for all of us, for us to just come to fellowship,
Yep.
hang, that kind of thing. And wouldn't it
Yep.
be great for you to want to do something like for your kids? And you don't have to depend on your grandfather, your uncle. You could do that yourself. You could
Do it
start
yourself. That's right.
now.
Make it yourself.
Yeah.
And even like because you and I both have children and I have young kids, and it's like I had to stop saying certain things around money, even when I didn't have money.
Hmm.
Saying things like, "Oh no, I can't afford that." Like you have,
Hmm.
those are not good words all the time to say. So
Yeah.
even now, you know what I mean. I don't say things like I can't get that. Like for example, we go to the super. Like if I'm going in and out of the supermarket, I'm bringing the kids with me, and they want snacks and all this stuff that we
Hmm.
already have at home, or
Hmm.
we drive by McDonald's. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying, or something like that. I'm like, well, we got food at home. I'm not gonna come in and go to
Yeah.
McDonald's and y'all ain't gonna eat your dinner. But it's more like explaining to the young children why it's not
Hmm.
good to be so frivolous, because we have little green
Right.
light cards for our kids where we put cash on it and stuff. Because a lot of the stuff in their school, they have AT, like little card reader machines and stuff. But I tell them,
Hmm.
just because you have money in that account doesn't mean you have to spend it all on just in that one
Exactly.
day. You know,
Exactly.
you want to,
Hmm.
have money available to buy things that you really need. If you're at school and you know that
Hmm.
you have cupcakes at home, cookies at home, and all these things, why are you going to the vending machine? You paying $2 for it.
Yeah.
Like I get them to make things make sense. Like, does that make
Hmm.
sense?
Yeah.
Even though you want it real bad right now, you see your friends going to grab it. Doesn't make sense for you already have it at home. You're not hungry.
Right.
So I think, having those conversations with our children about the relationship with money and say, hey, we're not telling you to just be this cheapo. I mean, but also understand the value of money, and that if we go out someplace and you really want like a shirt that is cost $10, $20, but you done spent it on snacks and cookies and candy bars, you're missing out on getting something
Yeah.
that you really,
Well,
truly, and honestly want. So protect
right.
that and say, okay, I know mommy and daddy going to take us on trips and take us out, to different places. I want to be able to say, hey, I could buy them shoes on my card that I
Right.
earned because I did my chores and things like that,
Mhm.
And going back to
Mhm.
what you were saying about, when people pass on, it
Mhm.
makes that when people pass on, they don't have everything in order. It just makes that whole experience.
Mhm.
I was watching the movie the other day called The Funeral, and it was two brothers, and their parents died, and the brother was like, "Oh, you did a great job with the funeral, bro." He's like, "What do you mean great job? You're not going to help me pay for this?" He's like, "I don't want you to tell me great job. Are you going to pay for this whole thing?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, we'll talk about it later." And it's just like, oh my God, I can just imagine how that
Mhm.
person feels. It's like, come on.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
again, when the parents don't have things in order, that's sometimes you leave it up to the kids, and the kids are already grieving. You can't like
Exactly.
manage finances and you're in the process of grieving. It's just
Right.
not good. So I know Tina Turner passed away today. I just gave her
I
her
know. I
commemoration
heard about
earlier in the
that.
show. So I hope, pray to God,
Yeah.
that, I mean, I'm pretty sure she got her stuff in order, because when she went into that court when she was divorcing Ike, she was like, I don't want nothing but the name, honey.
But my name.
What's
That's
but
it.
my name? He can
There
keep
you go.
everything else. I just want my name.
That was my favorite
I
part right
earned
there,
that.
honey.
So from that experience, I think she got everything in order. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go to our last point tonight,
Last point.
guys.
And we got a
The
really
last
good
point.
what's news for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Yes,
Yeah.
yourself. What does that mean? What's the number 5 mean, Twonta?
Protect your investments. Meaning protect yourself. You are an investment. You are important. You are
Amen.
valuable. You are, top of the line.
Yeah.
So you really have to put more emphasis on you.
Yeah.
As we have always, we preach this all the time, self-care, self-care.
Oh, yes. Self
That
care, self
is
care, self
so
care.
important. We cannot continue to neglect ourselves. Forget about the people who've been neglecting us. What about you?
Yep.
Have you been neglecting you? And if you have, you need to take ownership to that and
Yep.
start loving you more. Start
Yep.
yourself better. You know, there are things you know what, you don't allow people to come up in your house and just go and cause this roughshod mess all up in your house. You don't want nobody come in your house like that,
Yep.
right? Ready to go up and go gangster on them and all that stuff. So why would you want somebody to come into your heart and cause that kind of
Yep. Yep.
catastrophe, right? You got to protect you.
Amen.
Protect your heart, protect your soul, your mind, your emotions. You got to protect your spiritual life. All
Yep.
of that is so important, because when you do that, you are of great value, a great
That's right.
service to others.
Yep. Yep.
Your
Very true.
mind is right, your heart is right, your vision is clear, all of that, because you have not allowed, or you did not accept all of the craziness, the garbage, the junk, the funk, all of that mess
Yep.
cause to distort your thinking or to
Right. Right.
distort your emotions.
Right.
Okay, you have to be the one to protect your investments. Take the time out, to have that quiet time for yourself.
Right.
It's so important, y'all. Because as you get older, I'm 54, soon to be 55, God willing, in September. I've gotten to that point in life. Now I understand what my aunts and great aunts back in the day used to say, that, when you get older in life, you ain't going to tolerate the mess like you used
Yep.
to when you were in your 20s, or even in your 30s. You
Yep.
just, you
Yep.
just, at that point, when you get in your 50s and beyond, it's a no nonsense thing. You're like, no, I'm not tolerating that. You either
That's right.
life. I don't want to deal with you.
That's
I love
right.
you. I'm just not going to deal with you in that
That's
mess,
right.
because this is a private, sacred, I want to say sacred space or place for me. And I'm not going to allow you to come in and just start ruining it because
Amen.
of your ignorance or what have you. So
Hmm.
you got to be bold in that too.
Yeah.
gotta be bold in your for yourself. Because
Right,
ain't
right.
nobody else gonna be fighting for you.
Nope.
So you gotta learn to fight for yourself.
That's right. And stand up for yourself. Um, you all know my husband, he was born in Jamaica, came up here to America when he was a teenager. And early on, and I'm getting our relationship, I used to hear his aunts always say, big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself
Yeah.
over and over again. And it's
Mm-hmm.
even within their music, big up yourself. And that means like, yo, like really like really congratulate yourself, celebrate yourself. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I used to always think in the past, like if I share all my successes and I share all the great things that I'm doing and have done and will do in the future, that people think I'm bragging or boasting and things like that. But no, it's you bigging up yourself. And you have years of experience doing something and you have stuck to it even when you failed at it and you picked yourself up, or even when you made mistakes, you still say, I'm going to stay firm and committed in this, and
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going at it until I see some type of results. And you see the results. Yes, talk about your journey. Yes, talk about your awards and your accolades and the places you traveled and the people you helped and all the breakthroughs you have. Big up yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times we let all these entities put us down. Sometimes we don't show up because we're afraid of what our husband's going to say. We don't say certain things because we're afraid of the people on the internet is going to talk bad about us. Like, no, big up yourself.
Right.
Right? Because nobody's going to big you up or represent you better than you.
Absolutely.
Nobody's going to share your story the way it's supposed to be shared but you. You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So don't
Mm-hmm.
wait for other people to talk about your greatness and your accolades and all these things. You talk about it. And you should be talking about it more than other people are talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because other people are talking about it, and they bring their people, and they see you ain't saying nothing about how awesome you are, then
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to be believable. If you
Mm-hmm.
say, I have years of experience building resumes, I have years of experience helping women make breakthroughs, I have years of experience helping people get out of their credit, talk about it and talk about it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
somebody needs to hear that. Somebody
Yeah.
needs to hear you celebrate yourself. What does it say? Today is the day I will
Mm-hmm.
rejoice and be glad in it, right? I think I said
Mm-hmm.
it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
What does
Mm-hmm.
rejoice mean? Celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it means. We celebrate yourself, celebrate your day. You're here. That means there's a reason why you're still on this earth. So celebrate that. I can't stand seeing
Mm-hmm.
women with their head down. Even when I see a little girl walk down the sidewalk with her, and I'm like, girl, put your head up. What are
Mm-hmm.
you at the ground
Mm-hmm.
for? Look
Mm-hmm.
forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Things like that. Like, don't I see so many women, they put themselves down and they put
Yeah.
everything else around them down,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because they don't want to rise to their own occasion,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if I'm
Mm-hmm.
around somebody that maybe had more years of experience than I am, that I have, there's certain things that I know that person don't know.
Right.
But they ain't gonna know that until we really get out there and just say and celebrate who we are.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's number 5 is key for a lot of you ladies
Absolutely.
who are watching this right now.
Oh my God. Absolutely. Yeah,
Mhm.
ladies, just go ahead and just, pamper yourself.
Yes,
What makes you happy, makes you
yes,
smile when you do
yes,
those things. Don't expect your husband to do it all the time. He will do it for the moment, but if you need to do it on a weekly basis or a daily, that's fine. Do
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Do it. Whatever it takes to get you into that zone in that life of yours, to feel confident and to know that, you know what, I am I am valuable.
yeah.
I'm a walking $1 trillion, system.
I am the light.
I
Yeah,
am the light. I'm just full of valuable information,
that's right. That's right.
and just be proud of who you are,
That's right.
where you came from.
That's right.
It wasn't an easy journey to get where you are right now. You didn't do it all your own. God is the one that helped you through it.
That's
But you
right.
could
Talk
definitely
about it.
say, I'm
Yep.
grateful, because I could have quit a long time
Long
ago.
time ago, but you still here. You could have been
You're
out
still
a long
here.
time ago. No, no, tomorrow's not promised to any of
It's
us.
true. It sure ain't.
It's sure
It is
not.
not. It's not promised. So yeah, I hope these 5 points were a blessing to you all. Just take it at heart, ladies. Please go ahead, and while you are starting your summer break and all of that, y'all definitely take these points and apply it in your journals,
And use them.
and just really start to restructure yourself in
Amen.
the things that's important to you, so you can have a uh, great season that's
I
coming up.
love that. That's right. That's right. So yeah, let's jump into, I think that was the last point for today.
Yes.
But we have a great What's News segment for you guys. And for those of you who don't know what What's News is a segment that Tawanta's actually was Tawanta's idea a few seasons ago, where we wanted to bring up different articles and publications that's currently on the internet right now that you're probably not going to see in your local news or your international news. So we bring it up. We share different things about businesses and causes and different things
Mhm.
that people are doing with throughout there in the world. And we definitely want to definitely share this with you guys. So you shared this, Tawanta. You added this, or
Yes.
Therese did?
Yeah, I shared this today. Yeah.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
This is so cool, y'all. I wanted just to share this with you, and I hope you definitely share this with your teenage children, whether it's your children personally or you have a niece or nephew. But I came across this today. I was just looking through my memories on Facebook, and I just happened to come across an article, and I just tapped on this. I said, "Oh, let me see what this school is doing this season." And I
Uh-huh.
was just scrolling down, because this school is in South Carolina. This is
Yeah.
I think I forgot the name of it already, but this school, what they
It's
do.
Greenville County
Yeah,
Schools.
well, yeah, Greenville County Schools. So this is like the district, but this particular school here, what they do, they go to the seniors' classroom, and they, announce, or they get their moms or parents to come with their cap and gowns
Uh-huh.
to let the child know that you are officially graduating
Oh,
high
that's
school and
sweet.
all of that. It is just so sweet, and that was like maybe a few years ago. But this time I came across this particular one here where they have a culinary program.
Uh-huh.
And these two young boys here have received and won $10,000 scholarship. Um,
$10,000.
$10,000, girl. Okay.
Woo!
For winning the Southeast Regional Junior Chef Competition
Competition. Yep.
hosted at Sullivan University in Louisiana, Kentucky. And
Uh-huh.
these students beat out 6 states
States. Yep.
with their delicious pork. I think it's Saulaki gyro,
I
which
like
earned
gyros.
a near perfect score.
Wow.
That is amazing. Their dish will be added to the USDA's list of approved
School
school lunch
lunches.
items. Both
That is
have earned
awesome.
major bragging rights along with their instructor Elijah Edwards. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. If you see the video, I'm not the video, the pictures there posted. And I was looking at the gyro. I'm not a huge fan of gyros, honestly,
Oh, I
but
love gyros,
I'm
honey,
pretty
especially if
sure
you got
I
pork
would
in
just
it.
try it just to see, because they put their own twist in this bad boy.
Yes.
And as a result of that, it got them to win $10,000 scholarships. That's amazing. I just want you guys to be encouraged, because especially for the kids today, you really don't know what kids want to do in life. I don't know
Right.
if this is what they saw themselves doing, being a
Hmm.
professional chef or anything. I don't know if they just said, "Oh, I'm just going to give it a shot because I do like to cook a little here and there." And I don't think they realized how big this was coming for them. So, share this to your to your students. Yeah, if you are a teacher, yeah, share this
Yep,
to your
sure.
students
Yep.
for sure. But if you have kids or nieces or nephews, grandchildren, whatever, please post this out to them. Let them see that anything is possible.
Yep.
Okay, anything is possible. Because if you know, when you go to a culinary school, they are not cheap,
They're
y'all.
not. No, they're not. They're
Girl,
not cheap at all.
they are so expensive. It's insanity.
Yep.
But these babies got $10,000 worth of scholarship money to go to wherever they choose to go. That's just a blessing right
That
there. It
is
may not.
because even like culinary is like like when you go to school for culinary, it's like not the same as going to school for a doctor, but it's just like when you're doing doctorate stuff, it's different levels of that as
Yeah,
well as culinary. So you got
right.
a lot. This is good idea because you know, they could continue on with their culinary education because after a while they start to learn more refined recipes and more expensive, more higher in recipes. Like when you go to those 5-star restaurants where you're paying like what $300 for a steak, it is like so good. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You
yes,
know, there's
yes.
training involved for that. So I'm
Mhm.
excited for these boys. Yes.
I'm very excited for their future. I wish I could find out more information about them, but I didn't. But hopefully, we probably will in the near future. You never
Yes,
know.
I
But
hope
I
so.
hope
They could be
that
restaurant owners, you know, and
exactly.
what
Even
have
able to
you. And
travel
I,
all over the world.
yes,
You
yes,
never know. Because honestly, the culinary business, if you will, that's $1 billion industry in
yes, it
itself.
is. It still is.
It's
It still
huge.
is. Yes, it
Yes, it's
is.
huge because people love food
Love
and
food.
people like to travel. People like to try different things. You know what I'm saying? So, they're in the right place at the right
Oh
time.
my
And if they
God, that
stay
gyro
connected,
looks so
I
good.
know,
Oh,
right?
I just blew up the picture on my computer.
Did you?
No, my mouth is watering. Oh my God.
How many of you posted? Let us know how many of you like gyros.
Yes, we
How
were talking
many of you
about
do?
grits last week. Everybody was like, I love grits. I love grits. Yeah, I like gyros too because I like gyros. We eat a lot of gyros here in New York.
I like
Gyros are good.
gyros. I
So
just don't
Teresa
like
also put the
lamb.
link to that page so you guys can go ahead and like and follow the page.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure there's
please.
going to be updates on these young men as well. But
Yeah,
I love gyros. Like chicken
yeah.
gyros, pork. Yeah, LaShawn sent me.
You
Therese, blow up the picture of the gyro for us so everybody can go ahead and look at it and get hungry and water mouth like me. It's just good. Yeah. Because,
yeah, I
it's
mean,
finger food. So when you out running, to work or something, it's just, have it in your hand, just slurp it
right.
down.
Right. And I wish they had, also posted like what other foods that they made.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Besides this, I'm pretty sure they tried out different other recipes or different
Right.
entrees or whatever for the judges to try and sample. But for sure, whatever it was, whatever it is, they got them to this point. And
It
this is a
did.
huge
Yeah.
accomplishment, y'all.
And when you
Really a
got
huge
something like
accomplishment.
that, like something like a gyro, where it's like it's so many gyros out there. The fact that their
It
gyro
is.
was the best, that's hard. That's like a fried chicken competition. How many places sell fried chicken? You know what I mean? That's like so hard, and the fact that theirs stood
Yeah.
out, I think that's amazing. So congratulations. It's good to see the youth winning, you know.
That's the thing. That's the thing. And I know it's so much going on with our youth this season, and it's so much discouragement going on.
Yeah, so
And I
much.
just thought it would be great just to have this posted today in our What's News, so you guys, your viewers, can be able to share this and pass it along in your news feed. And honestly, it's right there on our Facebook. You just go ahead and click on that school.
Right.
It takes you directly to their page anyway, and you
Yep.
can look more. You can look more in depth about that. But they're in South Carolina. I know that for sure, and they are doing great things. There's other activities that they were also participating in. They even had like a craft day where it was opportunity for the students to showcase their crafting skills,
Oh,
and I see
cool.
paintings and all kinds of stuff, and people from the community came to support, and it was a fundraiser on top of that too. So, the proceeds went to some type of organization or whatever. I don't know if it's directly in their school or what have you, but everything they're doing is for a cause and it's for a purpose.
Uh-huh.
And this is an elementary school, so that's huge right there. So, keep on supporting our
Congratulations.
elementary school, keep supporting the districts in your area as well, because our kids are just amazing, and we definitely need to encourage them and let them know that they don't have to be a doctor, they don't have to be a lawyer, they could be a successful culinary, artist, whether it's in the main course, whether it's in desserts, whether
Uh-huh.
it's appetizers, because there's so many different levels, so many different entrees to choose from. You got the pastry chef, you got all of that going on too. So you can be your own
That's right.
you could have your own business where you could go to people's jobs or houses and stuff, and have your own culinary business going on and
A
service
food
there,
truck.
yeah, have your own. Oh yeah, because here in Detroit the food trucks are real popular,
Yes, it is. I think that was
and
on
even in
like
New
Food
York.
Network.
Yeah, even in New York, there's a lot of food
Yo,
trucks. I know
they're
that for
everywhere. They're
sure. Yeah,
everywhere.
they're everywhere, man. So, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see these gentlemen start something like that. You never know. I mean, coming back to
Mhm.
be a blessing in their community. That's huge. That's really huge. And that's all I wanted to share with y'all as far as with the what's news. I don't know if you have any more.
That is all with the what's news. I think that's definitely great that we just highlighted them because that is important. You know, culinary is part of education. You know, you learn things about recipes and measurements and things like that. Um, you know, and more is starting to phase out in the schools. So I'm glad that these kids are doing that. And there's scholarships out there for this. Like
That's
that's
it.
amazing.
That's
$10,000, man,
it.
that's definitely gonna go pretty far. So yeah,
Yeah.
ladies. So we're gonna end this with what's the next segment, Twanta? Just so you know.
Oh yeah, just so you know.
Yeah. So talk about what you got coming up, sis.
Well, you go ahead because I want to bring it and I'm gonna show
You
y'all.
go
So
right
go ahead.
ahead.
You
So
say
what I got a lot of stuff coming up, y'all. So I could be here all day. But so I have two things I want to share. For those of you who definitely want to check out some of my inner circle stuff, and if you need help with your business as far as email marketing, VA assistance, and stuff like that, go to emailpreneurtribe.com. Go and check it out. I'm about to go on tour very soon. We're going to be in Atlanta and also here in New York. So definitely, stay tuned to check that out as well. And that's what I have going on and
I'm
coming
coming.
up, honey. My baby started 16 next month. Y'all pray for me. Baby B's graduating from kindergarten. I'm about to 4 hour, honey, in the spirit.
Oh, that's so
And so there's a lot of
cool.
stuff going on with my little ones next month. Yes, just so you know.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
go ahead, Tawanta.
I saw the picture you posted of your two babies when they was walking at
Yes, my two oldest kids are doing
yes.
acolyte training. I just kept saying accolade. People like, what? Yeah, accolade, girl. It's acolyte, honey. I'm sorry, y'all, if I said it incorrectly before, but they're going through that. They're doing so well.
Oh, they because I know you probably like my baby.
Man, listen, my husband had to record last Sunday because I kept tearing up when they had him hold the candles down there. I'm about to pass out. I can't help myself. I'm the worst.
That's all right. That is all right. I know your son was like, okay, mom, don't do it again.
No,
Don't start
don't
again.
stop. You're embarrassing me, Ma. I can't help it. I just can't. Everything they
That is
do, I cry
so
over.
sweet. I love that. So just so you know, guys, yes, I started back with my jewelry making and everything. And so I
Yes.
have been posting in our group page
Yep.
and even in my group page, Resilience Beauty Academy. And I'm coming on every week to share with you some pieces that I have created.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to show you a couple of them because a few of them has already been purchased, but I'm just showing you one of them. I just made this
Blow
one.
her up, Therese. Put her alone on the screen, love, so
These
everybody can
are
see it.
chunky charms. These here is just like when you hang on your purse or your backpack and everything. These are real cute and popular.
Not me. Not
And
me. I can't see it, Therese. It's all right.
it's okay, mama. It's all right. But let me show you this. This is what it looks like. This is a pink and green.
Oh,
Um,
that's
and
pretty.
yeah, and they call chunky charms, and these are what you put on your purse, your backpacks, and it has the clips and all of that. So I made in different colors. I have a blue and white,
Ooh,
and
that's pretty.
yeah, and this is already sold, but I'm just showing you what I can make and design for
And
you.
this is all custom, y'all.
Yeah, this is I'm sorry, yellow and blue. This is a yellow and blue with the
Awesome.
crosshair, right? And then I have one in the black and white as well.
Oh, that's pretty.
The black and white is classy. You can't go wrong with that. But
Uh-huh.
I already sold 3 of them already. So, just so you know, ladies, that I am doing this. I've been doing a whole lot of stuff. And
Yes.
I love crafting. I love designing. I love creating. So if you are part of our group page, definitely go ahead and check out the video that I have posted in there. And also, too, ladies, if you are already part of that group, this is a great opportunity for you to showcase your creativity, your
Yes. We want
skills
to see
as
your stuff.
well. Yes. If you camera shy, okay, fine. But you can still come on live and just show us your work. Show us what you have already completed.
Amen.
If not, take still pictures and let us know what you are doing, what you're designing, all those things. We have over 100+ women in our room, in our group page. It's amazing to have that many women, but we definitely need you ladies to make some noise. So
That's
when I
right.
come on here, it's not about me. It's just really to open up that opportunity for all of you ladies to have that chance to go ahead and showcase your jewelry or your business or your interior designing or your book writing, whatever it is that you do on the side or that you do as a full-time job. That's the perfect time to go ahead and share it. And like Leticia had said, that's a perfect place to start because it's private, it's intimate,
Yep.
and plus you have the sisterhood that definitely will support you 100%,
That's
right?
right. Yep.
So yeah, go ahead and check it out. And I do other things as well, so I probably would do this from now on. If you're not a part of our group, I'll definitely just come and showcase what I have available, and you guys can just connect with us that way, via sister to sister, because we have the information there for you guys, and just let you see what I have already created and designed. And if you are interested, you can just connect with me and that kind of stuff, and we can move on from there. But that's what
Love
I'm going
it.
to do. Mm-hmm.
Love, love, love.
Yes.
Yes, y'all. So what we're going to do now is we're going to now transition over to our afterglow. So we're actually going to meet on a new link. We're not going to be on Zoom. We're going to be on Google Meet. So the link is right there. Twonta already put the link in the on Voxer earlier.
Okay.
So we're gonna wait a little bit before we end the shows because we're using a new meeting platform. So I'm gonna open up the room right now for you guys to join us over here for the afterglow, and still hang out here in case anybody has. I'm gonna hang out here in case anybody has any issues or complications logging on. I can answer any questions right here. But yeah, join us for the afterglow. As I was mentioning earlier, the afterglow, we hang out, we have great conversation. It's not recorded, so you don't need to have no, you don't need to be all made up or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just come as you are. Your camera does not have to be on if you don't want it to be on. We do ask that come on and you join us. You know what I'm saying? This
Right.
is great.
Right.
We want to connect with you guys. We just don't want to just see y'all in the comments. You know what I mean? We want to see y'all also joining us after every single show. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
right now I am about to log on. Sharice has popped the link here in the chat, so y'all can just click on it right away and get in. And I'm going to open the room right now. I see LaShawn has added herself. She is in. Okay. Hey, LaShawn. I don't know if she can see me, but anybody else who want to join in, just click that link. Okay. And you
Mm-hmm.
can join us over to the afterglow. So again, the link is right there in the chat. It's Google Meet. All right. All of you are welcome to come on in and join us. You just click the link and it will put you like a little waiting room area. And then I will add you into and onto the meeting. So come along and join us one and all. Okay. So we can have a little chat.
Mm-hmm. Have a little chat.
Okay. So we're going to close out on that note. Come back and join us here for the Sister to Sister Connection show next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we see y'all then. And remember, love on your sister. Bye, guys.